I feel a lot of my passion and my drive for being a special education teacher specifically is I was kind of forgotten about. I was left behind. And if I would have gotten the actual support I needed, and if my mother would have known how to fight for me, um, life would have been very different as far as my education goes.
Yeah.
I'm a person that was told you will never make anything of yourself. You will never graduate high school, let alone go on to get your bachelor's degree. And I now have a master's degree.
They're so good. They're too good. Hello everyone. Thank you for everyone who nominated a teacher. Teachers are amazing, and it filled my heart to read all the good stories.
We here at SGN would like to start a petition that all teachers get paid $1.71 million per day.
I actually came across, coincidentally, a teacher's stories. Nobody nominated her. I saw her at Kristen Bell's Instagram post. The post was about a teacher in Arizona who went above and beyond for her special need kids. And I fell in love with that story the more I researched about her. So I reached out to her and I wanted to talk to her and bring her to our channel, in our show. Here she is, Jessica Angell, Mrs. Angell. Hi, Miss Angell, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to be talking to you. I was so inspired by your story. I first saw it at Kristen Bell's Instagram post. I loved it so much. And coincidentally, it aligned with my story that I'm doing for teachers, also based on another celebrity, John Krasinski.
And I decided to highlight teachers because they're so amazing. And since then I've heard a lot of stories about teachers going above and beyond in this quarantine time.
Because being a teacher is already not very easy, but in the middle of a world pandemic, for teachers to go above and beyond what they're already doing, to me is just incredible. So can you just tell us a little bit the story, what happened?
So I am a special education teacher and I teach kindergarten to second grade students that are primarily nonverbal. So they do have some verbal skills, but we're using a lot of pictures and visuals for them to communicate their needs. And we had been on spring break. We released for spring break March 6th. Then, the whole spring break went by, and then we get to Thursday, Friday, and we start hearing more about COVID-19. In our district, Roosevelt School District here in South Phoenix, was very understanding, keeping all of us as teachers, the internal community, as well as the community outside of school with our families, just very well informed. And so we got news, I think it was that Friday, so the 14th of March, that our district would be closed until further notice. And my head went right to my students. I have 9 students in my classroom, and a break already for spring break is a lot for them. And they're already kind of braked from school, and then we're talking about, we don't know when we're coming back. And so my brain went into overdrive. What can I do for my families? What can I do to limit the regression my students will have?
That's amazing.
And
of
so
course you're thinking about them.
And I was grocery shopping that Sunday, the 15th of March, and we got word that our Governor Ducey here in Arizona, was closing the schools for 2 weeks. And at that point, I had already started brainstorming because I had gotten word I could go into my classroom for like 10 minutes to grab any electronics I had left over break.
Wow.
And any materials I might think I need. So we were in the process of making some interactive workbooks. And so I was able to grab all of those supplies that my paraprofessionals had all separated out and ready to go for me. So I brought them home with my laminator and just continued to work on putting those together.
And you also bought supplies on your own.
Yes. So the ink for the packets I made were all on my own. I bought them Play-Doh and printed and laminated, which those were all my own supplies as well. Play-Doh mats for them to use the Play-Doh to create their letters in the alphabet. You know, I have a binding machine, and so I had to buy the binding spines so that I could bind all their materials and give them to the families. And everything was in a basket that I delivered to the families.
And then you drove to each one's house to deliver them.
Live in the community I teach. So I live probably about 30 minutes from the school. But my families, because this is a special needs program, they don't live in the actual school's boundaries. They live within the district boundary. So their home school is a different school. So most of my students are about 45 minutes from where I live.
Wow.
And they don't all live in the same neighborhood either. So I was going door to door. In addition to these little baskets, my church, New Beginnings Christian Church here in Mesa, Arizona, along with St. Peter Lutheran Church here in Mesa, Arizona, and my husband's company, Logic Cloud IT in Tempe, Arizona, all pulled together, donated $20 gift cards for each family. So each basket contained a gift card for the family to Fry's, which is Kroger brand. So they were able to get groceries. When all of this was going down, it was still very new, and toilet paper epidemic had taken hold. And so additionally, my families that were unable to find toilet paper, I delivered that for them. A lot of my students are not fully potty trained yet. So they're still in diapers. So I had delivered diapers to some families that I had donated to me, and then also baby wipes, because that with toilet paper was very, very hard to find.
That's so amazing. You're going above and beyond from going above and beyond. You're doing all of the material, all the classes, and you're thinking way bigger for them. This is incredible and selfless. You're incredible.
Everyone keeps saying that to me, and I keep saying to everyone, I'm doing my job. Like, I'm an educator, and our jobs don't stop the minute our kids leave the classroom.
I have chills, and I know why people keep saying this to you. Because being a human being and selfless and doing things for other people is not something that's built in our society today. And we're not even, it's just incredible to me that you are putting yourself second, and you're going around, you're driving around, you purchase things with your already small paycheck, because we all know teachers are not millionaires. And there's this story, I adore you.
My students are my kids through and through, and my own experience has just drove me and drives me and gives me that passion and that flame just to keep going and fight for them, because at the end of the day, my students don't have the voice, and sometimes my parents don't know how to fight, so I have to be the voice. Being a special education student myself, I feel a lot of my passion and my drive for being a special education teacher specifically is I was kind of forgotten about. I was left behind. And if I would have gotten the actual support I needed, and if my mother would have known how to fight for me, life would have been very different as far as my education goes.
Yeah.
I'm a person that was told you will never make anything of yourself. You will never graduate high school, let alone go on to get your bachelor's degree. And I now have a master's degree. And I'm looking
amazing.
And I'm looking to
so
go back
happy.
And I'm looking to go back for my educational specialist degree, which is a doctorate in a sense.
Of course you are, because you're a badass and you're amazing. You have a huge heart and you're intelligent. And I don't understand those people that put others down. And I've dealt with this too. And I'm sorry I had to deal with it, but I'm so happy you're showing them. So how can we help? How can we help you and the school and other teachers? I don't know. Tell me, how can we help?
You can help by reaching out, checking on them as a person, not just a teacher, but as a person. I think that's been the biggest thing for me is I have a lot of people just reaching out and seeing how I'm doing. And then I think that, donating to Donors Choose is a great way to help any teachers in need. I personally have a Donors Choose account. And I've had numerous people donate gift cards to it. And that's really going to help me come the fall. And then the other thing is if you know of or can donate to Roosevelt School District for mobile hotspots for our families. I think that would be a number one priority right now is helping us get our students the resources they need during this time.
That's great. We'll put all the links and all the information below. We'll share. And there's one more thing. So because of John Krasinski doing the Some Good News and he was wearing a tutu at the end, I'm donating two skirts to amazing teachers. And obviously, I'm sending you a two skirt. And we're going to match.
My kids will love it.
I'm so happy. You made my day, my whole week, my whole month, just by meeting you. I'm so proud and honored to know you. And I thank you. And I have chills hearing your story. So thank you to you and all teachers. And thanks for talking to me.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk with me. It's been a blast.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. We're gonna resume our program. I've interviewed a lot of women in person when I still could meet them in person, and we're gonna start posting them starting next week. They are incredible. You will want to stay tuned and watch all the interviews and get inspired by bold, vibrant women. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and send us a message, leave us a comment. We always love to hear from you. I hope everyone is staying safe and sane out there. Have a wonderful week. Bye.